Hello, everyone.
哎呦呦呦呦！找车的。Mira, mira, mira, mira. Oh, yeah.
Tourists on the beach were left frozen in disbelief as a giant Russian surveillance vessel suddenly emerged near the Cuban shoreline without warning. His instincts may have completely saved his life, because just 1 second later, and this situation could have ended very differently. Railroad warnings exist for a reason, and this close call is proof that taking even one risky chance can almost cost a life. One moment later, and this situation could have turned tragic, but thankfully, everyone managed to get out just in time before the crash. The sheer power of this rock slide in Switzerland is unbelievable, with massive boulders crashing downhill like a violent river of stone. Imagine being on board this fishing boat while crossing the dangerous Grey River Bar in Greymouth, New Zealand, with massive waves crashing over the vessel from every direction.
Left-hand one's in trouble, Brad.
A massive landslide thundered down the Himalayas, sending terrified residents running for safety as huge clouds of dust swallowed the entire mountainside. Drivers in Gaithersburg were caught in terrifying conditions as a powerful tornado-like storm suddenly swept across the roads with blinding rain and violent winds. Even while fighting to control the truck, the driver still seemed focused on steering away from other vehicles to minimize the damage.
Ну туда вон подъезжай. Миша, блядь!
A serious accident occurred in Vancouver, Canada, when a seaplane accelerating through Cole Harbor collided with a nearby moving boat. Terrified people rushed away after a cargo truck caught overhead power lines, bringing down a utility pole with a massive blast and dangerous electrical sparks. The danger came so quickly that both people appeared to move purely on instinct, stepping back at the exact right moment. It's hard to believe the driver ignored so many warnings before attempting to squeeze under a clearly low bridge. It almost looked like an ocean packed with people as the artificial waves rolled across the crowded water park pool. Thankfully, both people escaped safely because this close call could easily have become a serious accident. This may be one of the luckiest escapes ever caught during a rowing race, because the outcome could have been far worse.
Look! Ah, shit! Jackson!
Oh, he's flying. Try it. Oh, get off the boat a little bit.
Powerful winds ripped the roof straight off the building, sending debris flying through the air in a terrifying scene. A violent dust tornado unleashed complete chaos in Thailand, tearing massive tents apart and scattering chairs and debris across the area.
saliendo. Joder, espera. Madre mía, madre mía, madre mía. Ostras, chaval.
The ocean unleashed incredible force as towering waves crashed over the seawall and flooded the entire area with white foam. The heavy pipes began rolling dangerously as the ship swayed, forcing workers to react quickly to avoid serious injury. A terrified marine technician captured the terrifying moment a violent storm slammed into the U.S. coastline, tossing boats through massive waves and brutal winds.
Line snapping, sails pulling out. Oh, God, come here.
A violent tornado tore through a residential neighborhood in Texas, ripping down trees and turning the entire street into a scene of chaos within seconds. Attempting to dock beside a massive ship at high speed quickly turned into a terrifying battle against the violent waves and rough sea conditions.
Hey, watch out. Look, got one minute left. Para máquina.
Heavy rain, rough seas, and the sudden appearance of a waterspout created an absolutely terrifying scene for nearby boaters.
Oh! Hey! That's my boat directly that way! That's my boat! God damn it! Straight up boat! No!
The narrow floating bridge appeared far too fragile for the huge crowd gathered on it moments before the collapse sent dozens falling into the river below. Somewhere in the distance, the fish were probably confused about why a sedan suddenly joined the lake. massive waves slammed into the oil platform in the North Sea, violently shaking the entire structure as the ocean unleashed its full force. This small water reservoir suddenly collapsed without warning, sending water, concrete, and debris crashing downhill in seconds. The powerful dust devil swept across the area with intense spinning winds, turning the open land into a scene straight out of a disaster movie. Heavy snowfall turned this parking area into an ice rink, causing parked cars to slowly slide and collide without any driver control. Following Nepal's historic earthquake, a powerful avalanche swept down Mount Everest, burying the base camp and throwing everything into chaos. A violent storm with powerful winds is tearing through the U.S., so strong that even trees can't withstand it and collapse within seconds.
Det här kommer bli close. Åh fy fan. Åh, ras.
Heavy rain triggered severe flooding, and the raging water swept a truck away as if it weighed nothing. Despite being a planned quarry demolition, flying rocks still reached a nearby house, raining into the yard and destroying the roof. Flood-triggered landslides in India sent massive rocks tumbling downhill, blocking roads and threatening nearby homes. This plane flew unbelievably low over the runway, giving everyone nearby a heart-stopping moment. The sudden force of the Chentang River tidal bore overwhelmed the riverside barrier, sending people stumbling and falling amid rushing water and mud.
Holy crap! Oh my god! Get inside! Get inside! Get T, go on. Get in here! Go on, get in.
Çatıyı uçurdu, gördün mü? Bak çek, yakından çek, çatıyı uçurdu bak. Parçaları görüyor musun çatının?
The sudden formation of this wind vortex caught the harbor completely off guard, as debris and dust engulfed the entire area.
Yakın, zoom yap, zoom. Parçaları gör. Kaldır abi, sağ ol. Ver abi.
This collapse happened during concrete pouring, which highlights the importance of strong structural support and careful inspection. Never rush the process. Massive waves slammed into a restaurant in California, sending seawater rushing inside and turning the entire place into a flooded disaster zone.
Back up! Back up! Oh man, that's bad.
This terrifying mountain road leaves no room for mistakes, making it a true test of skill for any driver brave enough to take it on. This bus looks like it has seen better days, but somehow it is still moving down the road like nothing ever happened. This is a controlled wall of fire demonstration at an air show, where timed fuel charges create massive fireballs as an aircraft flies past at low altitude. Powerful waves are crashing into Durban North Beach in South Africa, flooding the shoreline and pushing seawater dangerously close to buildings. This incident is a stark reminder of how drunk driving can lead to sudden and devastating crashes like this one. This type of cloud is called asperitas, and while it looks ominous, it usually signals lingering turbulence after a storm rather than an immediate tornado threat.
But didn't you know? Oh, you didn't come to Cisco.
Sudden landslide crashed into quarry in Indonesia, sending massive dust clouds skyward and forcing workers to run in panic. The mountainside gave way without warning, filling the road with dust and panic as people scrambled to escape. Being this close to a water whirlpool puts everyone on edge, as the force of the spinning sea is impossible to underestimate. Flash floods like this can overwhelm roads in seconds, and reversing immediately is the smartest way to stay safe. Heavy rain combined with water release from the Banbasa Dam caused a concrete Shiva temple near the river in India to collapse and be swept away by powerful floodwaters. Luckily, she moved away just in time. Otherwise, the outcome could have been very different. He had just 1 second to react, and his quick reflexes combined with pure luck helped him escape without getting hurt. The diver's encounter with a giant whale shark turns an ordinary dive into an extraordinary and once-in-a-lifetime experience.
comedy.
我正在研究配什么色好看，老天爷就告诉我这色不好看。
After intense rainfall, the bad Gastein waterfall in Austria transformed into a powerful muddy surge, sending soil and debris crashing downhill. The sound of hail slamming down is unreal, as a violent hailstorm hit Wichita with baseball-sized hail pounding the city.
They weren't lying about the hail.
Quick reflexes saved him as he stepped back just before the crocodile's jaws could clamp down. This table explosion and fire were likely caused by an old battery or an internal wiring fault, proving that smart home devices can pose serious safety risks if not properly maintained. This sudden wall of dust instantly turned a routine voyage into a high-risk situation, as the ship was completely engulfed and visibility vanished. Floodwaters surged straight into a coastal home in Vietnam, smashing through the gate and turning the house into a raging stream within seconds.
Yeah, we just lost 2 trees.
Crossing a wooden bridge with floodwaters rising this close is incredibly risky, and this driver showed real courage doing it. With visibility reduced to almost nothing, the storm has completely taken over the scene. Using controlled explosives, crews safely demolished the unstable remains of the Florida high-rise building. Floodwaters suddenly rushed into the yard, turning what was once dry ground into a fast-moving stream filled with mud and debris in just minutes. A sudden landslide tore through the hillside and swept an entire house away within seconds, leaving behind nothing but dust and destruction. In North Carolina, Hurricane Helene caused severe flooding that carried a house away, leaving behind a scene of destruction. Lava flowing from Hawaii's Kilauea volcano into the ocean creates a breathtaking sight that attracts thousands of tourists every year, despite the serious dangers involved.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Do you want mine from other lands? No, I'm good. That's perfect.
He lost focus at the worst possible moment, and when the truck turned in front of him, there was no room left to react or stop safely. One careless moment led to the black car rear-ending the silver car, showing how fast things can go wrong on the road. Powerful waves crashed into the shoreline, surging over the rocks and flooding the area with unstoppable force. The excessive weight of the log made the cart unstable, leading to a sudden and unavoidable tip-over.
एक बार धोखा खा चुका हूँ, दोबारा नहीं खाऊंगा। पहचाना मुझे?
The sky suddenly turned ominous and dark, with debris swirling in the air, creating a terrifying apocalyptic atmosphere.
This is ridiculous.
Powerful waves slammed into the shore, sending water inland and flooding the entire area within seconds. Can someone explain that light? It doesn't look normal at all. This incident is a clear reminder that not setting the parking brake can cause a vehicle to roll away unexpectedly and create danger in seconds. During Taiwan's 7.2 earthquake, a car was caught in a sudden landslide on the Suhua-Taroko Road, but miraculously escaped through the Daoming Tunnel even as mud covered the entire vehicle. The ice jam gave way without warning, releasing a violent flood that pushed massive ice chunks through the river with incredible force.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. What in the world is this?
Due to nearby excavation work destabilizing the ground, a sudden sinkhole opened up at a gas station in Cairo, Egypt, shocking everyone on site. An unexpected emergency forced this U.S. helicopter to land in downtown Bucharest, instantly freezing traffic and shocking drivers nearby. The rising tide unleashed massive waves on the river in India, powerful enough to destroy the pier access bridge, while stunned locals watched in disbelief. As the earthquake struck Nepal in 2015, this house in Ramkot collapsed before people could even react, filling the air with dust and panic. Poor lighting made overhead cables hard to see, causing a tractor trailer in Thailand to snag a line and trigger a domino effect that brought down around 70 power poles. The sea showed its full power as huge waves rolled straight onto the road, covering everything in white foam and seawater. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one. This intense moment captures a powerful eye, F1.5 rope tornado, tearing through Ohuzeli, Gaziantep, as debris flies everywhere and the storm shows its raw, destructive force. These massive waves show that even a large ship is nothing compared to the overwhelming power of the ocean, as water crashes over it with unstoppable force.
Wow, wow, grande, grande, wow.
In Guangdong, China, a motorcyclist was suddenly struck by a falling tree branch, turning an ordinary ride into a dangerous and unexpected situation.
يا رب يا كريم.
An unbelievable phenomenon as a sundog appears in the sky over Sweden, created by clouds thousands of meters high, leaving viewers in awe. Due to freezing temperatures, the Asentai River in Kazakhstan transforms into a fast-moving potok of water and ice, carrying massive chunks downstream.
Конкретно, да?
What should have been a joyful wedding setup turned into chaos as the storm's powerful winds destroyed the tent in moments. At Wadi Al Hawkain in Oman, powerful floodwaters surged through the area after heavy rains, sweeping everything away and leaving onlookers in complete shock. A massive avalanche in Norway came crashing down the mountainside, sending a huge wave of snow toward the area while workers watched in shock.
Det kommer där alltså, fy fan. Det här var med en söcken här. Agora sale.
那鼓风机，看它的效果怎么样？哎呦，哦呦呦呦呦呦！前面非常有。
A building in Brazil suddenly collapsed, tilting and falling into nearby structures, creating a dangerous and chaotic scene. In a crash that could have been devastating, both truck drivers came out completely fine, turning a frightening moment into a story of luck. Strong winds suddenly hit the sailboat, causing it to lose control and shift direction abruptly, creating a chaotic and dangerous situation on the water. Russia's Proton M rocket failed moments after liftoff as it lost stability, spun off its intended trajectory, and exploded violently, wiping out its entire GLONASS satellite payload. Crossing a wooden bridge with floodwaters rising this close is incredibly risky, and this driver showed real courage doing it. Massive boulders suddenly crashed down during the landslide, smashing into passing cars and leaving them completely unrecognizable. Taking a curve too fast can be deadly. This sugarcane truck overturned and plunged down a steep slope. Ignoring the clearance limit, the driver drove under the bridge with the crane still raised, causing a direct impact with the structure.
Oh signore, cazzo. Metti poi la cosa che avevo detto. Vai. Andiamo avanti, dai, via.
Within moments, the flash flood spread across the site, dragging mud and debris along and creating a destructive flow. In just 1 second, the sky over the Hongshui River in China turned completely dark, leaving everyone on the water stunned by the sudden and intense weather change. Heavy flooding in Pakistan's Naran Valley turned into a destructive force as rushing water and rocks tore through the area and destroyed a bridge before people's eyes. A massive storm system in Kansas unleashed powerful tornadoes, creating a terrifying scene as dark clouds rolled in and nature showed its destructive force.
There's the thunder. Could be a plant. Could be a plant.
Indonesia was struck by repeated tsunami surges, with later waves becoming larger and far more dangerous than the first ones. This shows just how easily hail can shatter a car's windshield, as the sheer density and size of the hailstones cause severe damage in seconds. A massive iceberg collapsed in Greenland, sending chunks of ice crashing into the water and creating powerful waves across the surface. This is a perfect example of how fish respond to human activity, as the boat disrupts the water and forces them to leap out in panic.
Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Get the Yo!
After intense rainfall, groundwater pressure builds up and forces water to erupt from beneath the surface, creating this boiling-like effect seen here in Oman. pickup truck loaded with recyclable materials suddenly exploded at a gas station in Brazil, turning the entire area into a scene of destruction within seconds. Thankfully, the driver suffered only minor injuries. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.